Hi, I'm Christina Sheree. Welcome to my channel. If you're returning, it's always nice to see you, even though I can't really see you, but you know what I mean. If you're new, go ahead and click that subscribe button so we can chat twice a week when I upload videos. I'm also on Instagram, same name, Christina Sheree. Check me out. See what I do, post looks maybe about 3 times a week or so. Today I have a review and tutorial, first impressions of a brand that I really am starting to fall in love with. I love her color choices. Her formula is great. I'm pretty new with makeup, so I can't give you all the stuff makeup artists could tell you, but I can tell you from a consumer that I really like it. A lot of hype, right? We are doing Dominique Cosmetics, the Rustic Glam palette. Oh my god, this thing is beautiful. Let me actually take it out of the sleeve. Here's the palette. Can we just talk about packaging for a second? Can you see that? Yeah. Let's just talk about packaging for a second. This is beautiful. So let me actually go ahead and open this up for you. So this is what the palette looks like inside. It's really beautiful color choices. I can see doing a smoky eye with a pop of color, a nice summer look. You can even transition it into fall, going out. This is just a really beautiful palette. So we're going to play with it today. So let's jump into swatches. So these are her colors swatched. Okay, so my eyes are primed and I set it with a little loose powder. For primer, I used the Urban Decay eyeshadow primer in Original. You can see that. And to set it, I used Too Faced Perfect Peach mattifying powder. You can see that. So, kind of excited to jump into this look. I think I'm going to do a smoky eye today with a little pop of color. So for the first color I'm going to do is to dip my brush, which is a Morphe 441, into Fringe and just place that all over the lid. So I'm going to take this color and go all over the lid. Now that that's done, I'm actually going to dip into Desert Queen. Put a little bit on my brush, tap it off. I'm just going to place this just above my crease. Start stamping it in there. Then do a windshield wiper motion. And I am angling my brush up, because I actually really don't want it too much in the crease, but more in this area here. This is definitely a color that I have to build up on my skin tone. I kind of look like I have orange high beams at the moment. It may not show up as dark as it is in person on the monitor. I'd have to check. Once I blend a little bit, I actually like to start to wing it out a little bit. So I just take my brush and just kind of flip it out ever so slightly and then blend that edge. There is a lot of kickback in the pan, just so you know. You should see it. My little pan there is like a powdery party. Okay, so now that I have that color exactly the way that I like it for the moment, I'm going to take that first brush that we used, Fringe, and not add any additional product on it, and go ahead and blend these two colors together, or blend out the edges a little bit more. Now I'm going to go into Suede and start to put that in my crease and all over the lid. For that I'm going to use Morphe JH37. And for this, after I type off the after I type off the excess powder, I'm just going to start stamping it in the corner. Now I'm going to do the inner quarter. And start to bring that towards the center. For this next step, I'm going to take my Natasha Denona 13, pick up the color Suede, and spray some Fix Plus on the brush. And then I'm going to place this all over the lid. Okay, so now I'm going to go into the color Bohemian with my finger and place this all over my lid. This color is so subtle with just your finger. We're going to go back in and use it with Fix Plus. Okay, so I'm going to use my Morphe 124, pick up the same color Bohemian, spray a little Fix Plus, and for this I'm going to concentrate on the outer corner and the inner corner. So I want the crease to be a little bit darker and to come up a little higher, so I'm just going to go back into Suede and bring that color up a little bit more. Okay, so now I'm going to take my finger and use a little bit of Wanderlust just in the center. Okay, so now I'm going to start on the lower lash line, and for that I really want to try this evil eye, so I'm going to go ahead and do it, see what it looks like. For that I'm using a Morphe E36 brush, and I'm going to place it really close to the lash line and then smoke it down. So now that the shadow is stamped into place, I'm going to go ahead and buff it out. So I'm going to take the brush and start to wing that color to marry the top a little bit more, so it doesn't just start right at the lash. Ever so slightly. My camera died, so I actually added a little bit of Wanderlust to my inner corner. So for my waterline, I'm going to use Melt 420. So I'm actually going to take it and bring it closer to my tear duct so that it can blend with Wanderlust, which we put in the inner corner. Now to highlight my brow bone, I'm still going to use my Natasha Denona 4. Just take a little bit. It's a very light color, and I'm a brownie, so I don't need high beams. Tap off the extra and place it under my brow. Okay, so that's very light. So I'm going to take my finger and just pat it down a little bit. So for this look, I don't want a harsh eyeliner, so I'm going to use possibly one of my favorite chocolate brown eyeliner pencils. It's by Pat McGrath. It's called Black Coffee. I'm just going to smudge this really close to the lash line just to darken it. So the last step before adding any mascara is I like to tightline my lower lid and push it up towards the lashes. It just makes it look darker and fuller when I put mascara on. Sorry, for that I'm using It Cosmetics waterproof liner in black. So now I'm going to do my mascara off camera and come back and give you my final thoughts. Okay, so my lashes are done. I used L'Oreal Voluminous as a base. You probably aren't going to be able to see that. And then It Cosmetics Superhero Mascara. For my lips, I used Morphe Date Night Liner and Shady Lipstick. Okay, so for my final thoughts on this palette. I don't know if you can see this. It is super dusty. But I like it. I like the palette a lot. I think it has some fun colors. I really want to see how I can play with cactus and the blues. The bronzes are really nice. The one thing that I would say that I probably would add to the palette would be a darker brown. I found it for my skin tone pretty difficult to deepen up my crease. The darkest shade for that would be, what is that? Suede. Sorry, my camera went out of focus. The darkest shade for that would be Suede, which isn't too dark if I want to deepen it up on my skin tone. If you're a lighter skin tone, maybe just fine, but for my color and maybe a deeper skin tone, it's really difficult to deepen it up. I could use the Moonchild, but it has glitter in it, so if I'm doing a matte in my crease, I don't want to use a glitter to deepen it. But overall, I love this palette. I love the packaging. I love the whole presentation. I enjoy it. So this is the final look. I hope you like it. I like it a lot. I'm actually digging it a little bit. A little smoky, rustic, glammy, summertime vibe. So thank you for spending some time with me. I hope you come back. Again, hit that subscribe button at the bottom. Join my family. You can also catch me on Instagram, Christina Sheree. I hope you guys have a good day. Morning, noon, or night. Doesn't matter. Have a good day.